Dash here with Rollin' Bones. Today we're going to take a look at the Chaos Renegade Blood Bowl team that I've been putting together and the kit bashing that went into that, at least most of it. There was some stuff that I decided to do, but I didn't have my camera handy, so there is some stuff missing. But this team will be used by Daniel in our campaign, or in our Blood Bowl season. Hope you enjoy this, and I look forward to seeing these guys on the field. When doing a kit bash or a conversion or anything like that, one of the first things that you need to do is find your bits that you're going to use. So I use these little tray here, craft organizers, to organize my parts. This one is Space Marine parts. I just wanted to give you an idea of how I sort out my parts. So I've got like Space Marine legs here, shoulders of various types, different weapons, backpacks, arm configurations, all manner of heads over here, your bigger things, heavy weapons, things like that there. These work pretty well for me. Some I have more than others. This is my orcs, like 40k orc tray. Not very much there in the way of orcs, but haven't bought very many orc kits. A lot of my orc stuff stems from the old days. Actually, a lot of it comes from like Battle Masters and Hero Quest, things like that. Anyway, that's the way that I do my storage. I'm not gonna have you guys watch me pull everything out. I will get that stuff ready and then we will move on from there. Here I've lined up all the bits that I have pulled out for my different players that I'm going to be creating. I have two pretty similar stuff for my skink chameleons for my lizardman team. Then I have a dark elf for my Chaos Renegade team. Then I have a human thrower for my Chaos Renegade team. Then I have 5 human blockers for my human renegade team, or for my Chaos Renegade team. And then I have an orc for my Chaos Renegade team. I do need to have do a goblin, a skaven, and a rat ogre, and probably some more human blockers, but this is where we're going to get started. So a lot of these things I'll want to take a small file things down, some of the insignias off of the Astra Militarum guys that I'm using for the blockers, and then all those weapons and stuff will also be cut off. But let's start with a human blocker. So let's get this stuff out of the way. So here we're going to start a human lineman. There are things that I will be taking off of these as after I get them assembled, and some things during the process. But here we have an Astra Militarum legs, torso, and head. Then I'm going to be using some Beastmen arms and some Stormcast Eternals, shoulder pads, and some I'm not sure what those shoulder pads came from. This is what my human linemen are going to be for Blood Bowl. So, because I don't want to wait for stuff to cure, I'm going to be using some accelerant on this. This horn, I don't want to use this horn, so I'm going to cut it off, and it will go back into my bits box. As it goes on, I imagine that there'll be some things that I want to add, or like I said, I'll subtract some stuff later, file it off, things like that. But as far as like the pads for like legs go, I might find some later that I want to put on here. Things like that. So there is the beginning of my Renegade human lineman. So I'm going to go on and finish assembling them, and we'll see how that goes. So now we will move on to our human thrower, and I did find out where these small shoulder pads are from. They're from a old world fantasy dwarf kit, so that's where those come from. With this one, we're going with Beastman arms again. These legs are from Necromunda, the Enforcers. The torso is another Astra Militarum. The head is an Astra Militarum from a Catachan or Catachan, however you want to say it. This shoulder is from the Troll, the Blood Bowl Troll. Gonna give him a football. It was one of the ones that is supposed to slot into the base that I don't like. Then the Dwarven shoulder. And then these two pads that are from the Necromunda set as well. So we will get started on that. Well, as you can see, this isn't going very well. Just trying to see if I can slot these in to cover this part here that was left open for something from the Necromunda Enforcers that's not on this, obviously. And it's not quite working out. No? I see that these are going to need to come off if I can still fit this head in here. That's going to look uncomfortable as can be, but it might work. So struggling to keep glue off my fingers and to position this stuff. Okay, I'm going to come back to him to do the football. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. Might take his hand off and put one of the Space Marine hands holding a missile launcher or something like that. Nope, wrong side. I'll see what I can do, but we're going to come back to him. So here with the orc we have a fantasy orc torso and legs. Then we have a 40k arms and a fantasy hand, and then actually a black orc blood bowl head. So Lizardman stuff, most of the Lizardman stuff is just from the old Lizardman kit, so not much to explain here. And then the balls are from the Blood Bowl kit. Well, as you can see, I did some work on these while I was not recording. Had these extra linemen from Blitz Bowl. Yeah, I tried to uniform them up just a little bit so that when I get some paint on them, they look pretty close. So you have your Dark Elf here, your human lineman here, and then your human thrower here. So just going to continue on. Here I am trying to put, don't know how well you can see that on camera. Trying to put a face mask on these Astra Militarum style helmets. Not a face mask, but a bar. Yeah, face mask, that's what it is. Not sure if you can see that. Using wire. I was trying to use some granny grading, but that wasn't working very well, so I have transitioned to using some wire for that. And I have these three guys that I'm going to try and do that with. I just have this floral wire, and this is what I am using to add those on. Just putting one bar across each one, not trying to do too much. Now on these helmets with the Aquila, should have done this before. But can't have Imperial symbols. Okay, here you have my Chaos Renegade team, my players. So this is where they are currently, mostly painted up. There are a few things I'm going to be changing. Going to be 3D printing a Rat Ogre eventually and a Skaven, and going to change some stuff with the Dark Eldar. Not really happy with how he's looking right now, but everybody else is doing pretty well. So these linemen here and the human thrower turned out really well. That Skaven there is the one that I think I'm going to reprint. The Orc, I'm going to make some, just going to build another one from some Blood Bowl stuff because I'm not happy with how his legs are. But anyway, that's the team so far, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm looking forward to seeing these guys in our games.